All right. It's the book of Revelations, chapter 19 and verse 10 in the King James Version Bible. And it reads, "And I fell at his feet to worship him. And he said unto me, See thou do it not. I am thy fellow servant, and of thy brethren that have the testimony of Yahushua. Worship Yahweh. For the testimony of Yahushua is the spirit of prophecy, giving all infinite honor and glory and praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, Bahashem, Harakah. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who rule and teach well. Peace and blessings and much salutations to the Lord's hopeful elect who continue to push this truth throughout the whole planet Earth in these latter days. Shalom, Akim. Shalom. The persecution of the men of the Lord comes first. Persecution of the prophets come first. So, not really sure how I'm going to title the video, but it will be some along those lines right there. Okay? I see how I do it after this video. And after this video, okay, I'm going to jump right into it with another video, all right, dealing with the sea camps, all right, or the Gulag camps. All right, got to do a follow-up video from the previous one that I did. Okay, but the spirit was on me to jump right into this after seeing Elder Apostle Ariamla's video a few minutes ago, or it may still be going live right now, called They Will Not Be Sparing Men, okay, according to 2 Ezra 16th chapter. All right, so hopefully this lesson will be edified to the hopefully elect that's still out there. So, persecution comes first. Yahushua gave a chronological order of these prophetic events that will happen upon his imminent return. So, the persecution comes first, then you have something after that, you have something after that, you have something after that, all leading up to Yahushua's return. All right? And he said it in the Bible, which I'm finna get. All right? So I'm going to put the King James Version Bible down. All right? And we'll get the NLT. All right? The NLT and Mark the 13th chapter. Okay? NLT, Mark the 13th chapter and verse 3. It says, Later, Yahushua sat on the Mount of Olives across the valley from the temple. Peter, James, John, Andrew came to him privately and asked him, Tell us, when will all this happen? What sign will you show us that these things are about to be fulfilled? The time of 70 AD, all right, and the time that we're in right now. Okay? So the last days started when Yahushua came on the scene. Mark 13 and verse 5 in the NLT. Yahushua replied, Don't let anyone mislead you, for many will come in my name, claiming I am the Messiah. They will deceive many, and you will hear of wars and threats of wars, but don't panic. So the Lord is telling you this thing that's going on with Taiwan, okay, China, all right, Japan, South Korea, North Korea, all right, the whole Korean Peninsula, all right. It's a lot of heightened tension that's going on over there in that region there. We can go up. Iran, Israel, Hezbollah, Hamas, the Palestinians, okay? The United States, a lot of heightened tension with that right there, okay? Russia, all right, getting heavily involved with this thing, okay? Turkey is aligning themselves with Iran and Russia, okay? Yes, the global conflict is brewing, which is called World War III, okay? Before you even have World War III, what has to happen? The men of the Lord have to be persecuted, have to be tried as gold in the fire. You got the mark of the beast. You have to have global pestilences that will arise. Lockdowns will happen. You finna have civil war. The Bible calls this time what? Jacob's trouble. And today's date is October the 15th. 16th? I think it's the 16th. 15th or 16th. Okay? That's happening right now. The hopeful year of Jacob's trouble is brewing. We're on the brink of that. Okay? So the end is not yet. These things must first come to pass. The Lord said, don't panic. Okay? Don't panic. Don't get so, out of your ruckus, okay? That we're just gonna just rush right into World War III. Because once that happens, once those nuclear weapons are shot off, everybody's dead. The men of the Lord, the prophets, are beamed up upon a chariot to avoid this nuclear annihilation. So don't panic. Continuing on, it says, Mark 13:5, yes, these things must take place, but the end won't follow immediately. Why? Nation will go to war against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, that's happening. There will be earthquakes, that's happening. In many parts of the world, which in the KJV it says what? In diverse places that have never been affected by earthquakes or hit, okay, on a geological scale by earthquakes, will be hit in this time right now. Because this is the end. There will be earthquakes in many parts of the world, as well as famines. And you've had famines, and you still have. There's a famine going on right now over there in Israel, in the Gaza Strip. Blackouts, okay? Along with blackouts produce what? Electrical shortages, but nothing works. It produces what? Famine. Okay? It says, but this, is only the first of the birth pains, with more to come. Why the Bible says in the second half of the 16th chapter, the beginning of sorrows and great mournings, the beginning of wars and great death. All right, the beginning is just the birth pains, the contractions, okay, leading up to that 9th month. When that baby is born, all hell breaks loose. When that water breaks, I was watching the movie The Road last night, and I really specifically sat there and watched it, okay, without just put the phone down, okay, because while the movie's going on, you can still, the alerts going off, how the alerts are going off right now while I'm doing this video, okay, with prophecy, all right, got the Yahoo Mail or the News Breakout, the different apps on YouTube, brothers going live or whatever, shows on the phone while I'm going live, watching the movie The Road last night, okay, I said I'm gonna put it down, okay, and just really tune into it, and it was just freezing cold out there, man, him and his son, okay, the guy's wife, water broke, okay, she perished, okay, freezing temperatures. The Lord said what? Pray that your flight be not in the winter, or neither on the Shabbat. Him and his son out there in freezing temperatures. That's the time of Jacob's trouble, just like that, man. The great tribulation, taking baths in freezing cold water. Okay, that's what's coming down the pipe. The Bible says, "Ye shall be pillars upon the earth." That's a tall tale vision of what the men of the Lord will be going through. Exactly like that, even harsher. Being tried. The Lord said you're going to have tribulation 10 days. You're going to go without eating. Got to constantly endure. And the Lord said he's going to provide for his men. Okay? So it says, Mark 13 and verse 5, the latter part says, but this is only the first of birth pains with more to come. Why? Because the persecution has to come first. And the FBI, beginning with the guy, Christopher Wray, has been He done already went on the platform, and I got it on my phone. They had a Jake Eve woman on the side of him and say, you saying all this about the Hebrew Israelites, but what have they done? Like, give me something concrete that can stick with this to prove that these guys are out there terrorizing people. All they out there doing is preaching the word of the Bible. But this guy, Christopher Wray, is going to push this. Okay? Head of the FBI, you can look him up. Now it's all over the news about terrorist threats on U.S. soil leading up to the election. And they looking to blame Iran. No, they're going to blame the men of the Lord. And they go tie us all the way into that Al-Qaeda, what his name is, the Edomite, Malone, okay? Called it Hebrewism, something to that effect. All right? The Taliban, they're going to tie us all into that, man. The persecution will be great. Okay? And I'm finna read it. So let's go to Luke, the 21st chapter. Persecution will be great. It's in the Bible. It's the Lord that's saying it's going to happen to you. It happened to him and all apostles. Luke 21. Let's prove that. Luke 21. All right. Luke 21. Okay. In verse 12. Okay. It says, but before all this occurs, before World War III, the mark of the beast. All right. Before Yahushua returns. All right, and notice the Bible always says a but. Okay, when it wants to tell you, look, the Lord's going to deliver you, or something is about to happen. Okay, but in the midst of it, I'm gonna jump in and it uses the word but to interfere with this, or to save you out of this. All right, and he says it in Jeremiah 30:7. All right, and in the Apocrypha in 2nd of the 16th chapter, and I'm going to prove that. This is Jeremiah. Okay. Let's go to Jeremiah. All right. Is it in here? All right. Real quick. All right. All right. Is it in this one? Yes, in this one. All right. Jeremiah chapter 30. Jeremiah 30 and verse 7. It says, alas, for that day is great. It's that word again, great. So that none is like it. Is even the time of Jacob's trouble. But he shall be saved out of it. But, all right, the word is but, all right. It's a time of trouble, but I got you. Okay? That's how was I saying. The Lord said he's going to send Michael down there that's going to be the but. All right? According to Daniel 12:1, that but is going to be Daniel 12:1. Okay? Prove it again. 2nd Ezra. All right? 2nd Ezra chapter 16 and verse, I can read it from 6 to 8 all the way down, but I'm going to get straight to the point. 2nd Ezra 16 and verse 74, straight to the point. It says, hear, O ye my beloved, talking to the men of the Lord, the remnant. Behold, the days of trouble are at hand. It just said the same thing in Jeremiah 30:7. But I will deliver you from the same. Okay? Just had to prove that. So back in Luke 21 and 12, okay? It says, but before all this occurs, there will be a time of great persecution. And as I mentioned Christopher Wray, all right, I took the Akim to the, I think it was this year, last year. I think it was last year, okay, to the movie theaters, and we watched the little series, not on Netflix, it's not on Cinemax, not on Stars or Prime Video, Prime TV, none of that, okay? But I looked on Amazon, you can actually go buy this, Okay, it's a DVD. It's called The Police State. Okay, I seen Glenn Beck do it. Glenn Beck got like a 4 or 5 series on it. The Police State. And on that movie, they went all the way down from 9/11 all the way down. They were showing how, look, they said it, the stage has been set. They've been setting it. What do you mean? They've been setting this thing up because here and there, bits and pieces, you've been seeing the Israelites, okay, whether they've been on over there, or what the camera was, HOI over there in Washington, okay, protesting against those Edomites, speaking out against them. You had the situation happen up there in New Jersey where they blamed the Israelites, okay. You had the guy who was in like a red vehicle. He ran over some people, Salaki, and he was tied to the Israelites. So the case has been being built in order to go to court. Because as I'm going to read, Yahweh said you will be brought, okay, in the synagogue before, which right now represents the courthouse. You're going to be brought before these city officials, governors, kings, hell, even maybe the current president of Babylon the Great in this time, for his name's sake. So in order to be brought before being brought into this system, you have to have a case. The case is being built up. Christopher Reagan already started this already. So they're going to tie us in to something catastrophic happening in Babylon the Great, all right? It may be at a damn Super Bowl game, okay? Some type of large gathering where damn near 500,000 to 1 million people are at, and all of them will die at that one time. Or even take out one of the current presidents and blame it on the men of the Lord. I'm finna read it right here. It says, but for all this occurs, there will be a time of great persecution. You will be dragged into synagogues and prisons, and you will stand trial before kings. The roundup. I did a video on that. The last video was called the roundup. The men of the Lord will be rounded up. Some will. Okay? And you will stand trial before kings and governors because you are my followers. Why are they trying to ban the Bible? Get rid of it. It's too much power in the book. Watch the movie, The Book of Eli. All right? That guy, he always talk about the book. The book. It's all about the book. This is the book right here. It's too powerful. It said what? The Lord said we're gonna take him down with the spirit of his mouth, and then with the brightness of his coming. Oh, let me get that real quick. That just came to mind real quick. And not that particular one, but it's another one. This is Isaiah chapter 13 and verse 1. Get a breakdown and be edified from this right here for you out here. Isaiah 13 and verse 1. The burden of Babylon, which Isaiah the son of Amos did see. Lift ye up a banner upon the high mountain. This is the banner right here. Okay? This is the banner right here. The Holy Bible. Okay? And that mountain represents what? All the governments. Because the elect are scattered out throughout the whole planet Earth. Particularly over here in America. Okay? But the elect are all over. You can run them down to where the brothers are at. And shalom to the Akim who are scattered throughout the whole planet Earth. Okay? Hopefully elect who are lifting up the banner upon their high mountain wherever they are at. Okay? It says, lift ye up a banner upon the high mountain, exalt the voice unto them. Isaiah 58:1, Isaiah 34, okay, from the top. Exalt, Revelation chapter 11, we can go into that. Where great fear fell upon them that saw them, okay? From 1619 and 1969, that 3.5 years, man, 350 years, the time period where the Israelites would be teaching this gospel. From the transatlantic slave trade up until the time of Abba Bivens. Okay? Exalt the voice unto them, shake the hand, that they may go into the gates of the nobles. Okay? So this is what we're doing. It's called insurrection, because this word is going against all their agenda. That's why they want to deem it sea theorists. Deem us sea theorists. Prophets of doom. Misinformation. Okay? Now something just came out yesterday. I seen Dabu do a video on it. All right? And I did a video on it too, about how Kamala Harris, from an old clip, stated that she's going to weaponize the Department of Justice to come down, to give them all the tools they need to come down on any person or any YouTube or social media platform or outlet that's allowing these guys to say things that are not true. Okay? So this is the insurrection. What we're doing, we're coming against Esau's whole agenda to set up his New World Order platform on the planet Earth. Telling everybody, don't take the MOTB. That's going against his agenda. These artificial AI robots that are out here. Oh, I seen the interview yesterday with Donald J. Trump on, I think it was in, was it Michigan? Somewhere he was at yesterday. He said he's all for Tulsa, for the AI system. Okay? And you watch the movie I, Robot. The robots were against humanity. But they're going to use, while his words were smoother than butter, they're going to use these robots to say what? They just come in peace. They don't mean anybody harm. We're going to have a peaceful society right here. Okay? The crime rate is too high. They're going to come in and do away with all. It's going down in Babylon the Great specifically. Okay? We're lifting up that banner against it. All right? Insurrection is something that goes against something else. Okay? Like what the government is pushing, you're going to have civil unrest to go against it. People protesting. We're protesting the names of Yahweh Yahweh Shai upon the planet Earth. Okay? Thus saith the Bible. And everything else that comes with it. That we are the Israelites. That the MOTB is just what we say it is. The radio frequency identification chip. To fear Yahweh Yahweh Shai. Talk to the Israelites. Okay? And that America will be destroyed by thermonuclear fire. Real quick. I'm going to come back to that in Isaiah real quick. That's your spirit. Back in Jeremiah 30:7 in the NLT. Real quick. Jeremiah chapter 30 and verse 7 in the NLT. It says, in all history, there has never been such a time of terror. We're warning our people what's coming. The whole year of Jacob's trouble. It will be a time of trouble for my people Israel. Who's Jacob's trouble for? Israel. For my people Israel. Okay? We're lifting up that banner upon Babylon the Great and telling our people this was coming. Isaiah 13 and verse 3. I have commanded my sanctified ones, which are the men of the Lord, the prophets, the elders and apostles of GMS. I have also called my mighty ones for mine anger. The Halahayim, the holy angels. All right? So it says in Thessalonians here, they say the same thing. Okay? Destroy them with the word of his mouth, consume them with the spirit of his mouth, and destroy them with the brightness of his coming. It said the same thing right here. He called his sanctified ones the prophets, and he's also called who? The mighty ones for his anger. Okay? Even them that rejoice in my highness. All right? So back in the NLT, okay? Luke 21 and verse 12, all right? 13, Salakia. 13, we read 12 already. It says, but this will be your opportunity to tell them about me. That's why the Bible says it's going to be your testimony right here. All right? Watch this though. So we're going to let them know all about Yahweh Yahweh Shai. So as we've been given the authorization, because the elders are our teachers, they watch over our souls, they say what? Look, not using the word crackers, okay? White people, red, all those things, okay? Rednecks, not saying none of that. The biblical words for these nations are who? Edomites, okay? Edomites, all right? Yes, the Lord gave them all kind of names. Yahweh Shai did. The devil, okay? Satan, the deceiver. The Lord ran it all the way down to him, okay? But he says what? So don't worry in advance. So when they come and grab, because the Bible says you're going to be dragged. Yahweh Shai's giving you chronological things of what's going to happen. You're going to be dragged out. So while you're getting dragged out, and they haul your ass off and put you in the back of this FBI vehicle, or even on the back of a Hummer, okay, a military convoy, okay, you're tied up, okay, from your neck, your hands, and you know your feet, okay. All right, it's as they did in slavery. All right, put that yoke upon you. All right, you sitting your ass on the back of that military convoy. All right, and you're thinking, well, this is what I'm gonna say right here. When I know they finna get ready to ask me this right here. All right, I'm gonna already let them know this right here. No, Yahweh Shai telling you this. So don't worry in advance. That means what? Prior to being brought into the facility where they question you and ask you these things, all right, in advancement, about how to answer the charges against you. For I, Yahweh Shai, will give you the right words and such wisdom. Which is what? Wisdom is a skill. Okay? When Yahweh Shai was brought to Pontius Pilate, Pontius Pilate was asking him a question. He said, you're not going to, so you're gonna sit there and let me, basically, you're going to sit there and let me talk, you're not going to say nothing? All right? Yahweh Shai said, your kingdom is up on earth. Mine is in the heavens. Okay? That's power right there, man. Okay? Got to believe this, though, man. For I will give you the right words and such wisdom that none of your opponents, okay, will be able to reply to or refute you. All right? In the KJV, it says to gainsay, okay, or come against you. Because the Lord's going to give you that wisdom, okay? Nothing that whatever they come at, you already counter it already through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. Okay? And yes, you're still going to be thrown into these camps, okay? Or what Hillary Clinton calls fun camps. The guillotine will be there. Revelation 20:4. Okay? That's for the men of the Lord. All right? And this can be a 2 or 3 part video, because I can go in the 2nd and the 13th chapter and get it also. Okay? About the men of the Lord being brought in much heaviness. Matter of fact, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. Okay? Lord willing. All right? Verse 16 in the NLT. Luke 21:16. Even the closest to you, your parents, brothers, relatives, and friends will betray you. And that's something I've been going over with my camp down here in Baton Rouge, about the betrayal within the brotherhood. And I just watched the video, okay, a little bit of it, because I saved it to my phone, okay, from GMS Info Doc page, okay, which is Elder Pastor Ari Yamla's page, okay, about agents. Watch out for agents. They're in the camps. They've been there, and they're there today. The Bible says what? You will be betrayed by both parents, brothers, relatives, and friends. It's already like that right now. How much more when your face is all over the news, the newspaper? on billboards, inside of these grocery stores, inside of these gas stations? Have you seen him reward for this person? Okay? Yeah, it's coming. They will even kill some of you. And the Lord spoke about that. About what? Parents are giving you over and think about killing you. They're doing you a favor. They've done the will of the Lord. It happened back then upon Yahushua's reign when he took the truth. Galilee, okay? Took it to Jerusalem. We over here in Babylon the Great, where all his captivities are wrapped all up in one. Spiritual Assyria, Egypt, okay? Nineveh. We are here. Egypt, we're down here. We think Louisiana, all right? Mississippi, all these down here in Deep South, from St. Louis all the way down, where that river runs up, okay? It's like it did over there in Egypt, okay? Memphis. The Mississippi River runs the same way. There's a lot of violence with that river going up that stream right there. The murder rate is high. Memphis, St. Louis, New Orleans, Baton Rouge. Okay, Arkansas. Yes. Okay? We're bringing this truth out. Spiritual Jerusalem is in New York, where the apostles are. Washington, D.C. would be Rome. It's built on the same structure as Rome. All right? So it says, they will even kill some of you, and everyone will hate you because you are my followers. And we noticed when the whole anti-Semitic thing was popping off, okay, what happened? The name Yahweh Yahushua was written in red, and it was around like I don't know if it was like a light pole or something like this. I still got the image on my phone, okay? And they deemed it anti-Semitism. What the hell is that? We come from Shem. But that show you how the name is dreadful among the heathen, as it says in Malachi 1 and 14. Because you got the name Yahweh. That's why we're pushing these names heavy. Yahweh, Yahweh Shah, which means Yahweh and Yahweh Shah. Okay? And the Lashawan Kadash. The names, well, whatever the hell you want to call these idol names, Yahuwah or Yeshua, or Yahweh, all those other God, whatever the hell that is. Okay, it's only one name under heaven. His name is one. Not God, not Jesus. All right? We're going to call on these true names when this what I'm reading happens. And every one of my Salaki, and everyone will hate you because you are my followers. But not a hair of your head will perish by standing firm. Okay? By standing firm. Because adversity is coming. Adversity is here now because we're catching hell just by serving the Lord. How much more when this right here actually takes place? And it will. This is the Lord's will that we go through the trial fire. Okay? By standing firm, you will win your souls. And a lot of believers at the last hour are going to come in because they're going to see how we have stand firm and didn't waver. If thou faintest in the day of adversity, thy strength is small. You didn't believe. So when these videos are cut off, you're going to have to apply what you've been reading. Faith. Faith will get you into the chariot. And patience. Okay? So, hey, this right here, persecution, will come first. All right? And I'm going to do more videos on this. Got to do more videos on the guillotine. Okay? More videos on what? Like Apostle Ariamla did today. Sparing none. All this is prophecy. All right? This is what we call the bitterness of the truth. As it says in Ezekiel the 3rd chapter, it became bitter in my mouth. Whoa. I could possibly lose my life for what I believe in? Yes. 12 did. All right. Yahweh Shai was the, all right. He set the example. He's our, the leader. All right. The prototype. All right. Colossians 1:15. It's just all about him. And we are, I just read it. We are his followers. My sheep follow the Lamb wheresoever he goes. He went through it. Let's go down the same path as him. All right? In like manner. Okay? So with that, hope this video was edifying to the hopefully elect, giving all infinite honor and glory and praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Harakakadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who rule and teach well. Peace and blessing to the Lord's hopefully elect who continue to push his truth throughout the whole planet Earth in these latter days. Abba Babal, Kwam Yashala, Shalom, Akim, Shalom. He that endureth to the end, the same shall be saved.